Hello all my YouTube fans, how you stay? Well, thank you for tuning in today's vlog. If you're wondering what I'm doing today, I'm going to show you how to take apart, maintain, and also clean your 4D mag flashlights like this one. Of course, you're going to need a couple tools, like some Allen keys. I'm going to show you which one you're going to need. And of course, before we take it apart, let's give it a test. You see it works perfectly fine. But sometimes these flashlights need a little bit of cleaning to work proper as well. I upgraded this not too long ago with a LED bulb inside of here, and also 4D rechargeable energizer batteries. Of course, let's go and let's tear it apart and show you what you need to do to take care of your mag flashlight. Awesome. Let's go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the rechargeable batteries inside my 4D mag by unscrewing the tail cap. Outside. Batteries. If you're curious, these are the batteries I use. Okay. Now, to take this housing here off, of course we have to take the bezel off to get to the LED bulb itself. Now this is a screw-on style. Sometimes it's a lot trickier to get out. So it's really not a whole lot to these bulbs. Let's drop it like that. See? Pretty cool. Take the outer side off. Put that to the side. Now, I will come right back. Once you took most of your accessories and batteries out of your 4D mag flashlight, okay, what we're after is this little retaining bracket here. We're going to clean a lot of the gunk and switches and stuff on here as well. Of course, we got some Q-tips and rubbing alcohol. First thing first, push the button down and gently peel off the actual level cover. Do not lose that. That is your auto seal, and it helps to seal the flashlight itself. Now, of course, you can use any type of little tool you want, and it's also this little guy. I don't know what size it is, but I'm going to show you how to remove the insert. Of course, this has a retaining clip right here. You can't pull it this way, you have to physically push it through the actual tube. Stick it in there. Just gently unscrew it. Don't strip the little screw inside of here. Okay, once you got that nice and loose, sometimes it's a lot of tricky to get off through the tube. There's that part. Now, let's go ahead and disassemble the rest of it. Of course, this is the housing where everything is electrolyzed and stuff from the batteries. Now, you're gonna ask me, how does this actually physically come apart? It's no way it comes apart. Well, not true. We have a screw here, and all you do is you push this switch housing up easily here. Pull that out without pulling too much of your components out of here. Make sure you lay everything off to the side. And the one thing you also want to do is make sure you don't lose any pieces when you disassemble your Maglight flashlight. Of course, you're going to need a stall bit because you change the screw on this. Now, I have not taken this Maglight flashlight apart in a good while now, actually. There's all your metal bits, all the insulation bits on the outside. And you're wondering, how can this flashlight get dirty? It's simple. Alright. Well, there's a switch. We'll take that apart a little later in a minute here. Let's just go ahead and start cleaning these parts here. Let's take your alcohol. Lightly, don't need a whole lot. And just clean the inside of your flashlight housing. And also the outside as well. Any metal part, just make sure you give it a nice clean. And give this a bit of a clean too. There you go. Put that off to the dry. Now also clean this. Everything has to be clean actually. It's just the way these flashlights are intended to work. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and finish cleaning all this, and I'm not gonna bore you too much with it. Once you got all your metal parts cleaned, now it's time to put everything back together. Of course, here is the switch assembly. I took that apart, and you can also lube and grease the metal parts if you want, but you don't really need to. It's not necessary, but that's some maintenance as well. And let's go ahead and put everything back together. And DSFL, do not lose any of these little parts. Gonna try to give you a close-up shot here, so you can see how the switch is kind of assembled. Pretty cool. Now, this little contact little guy here. This little metal ring goes here. Okay. That goes towards the switch. Spring. And also the clicker. And that's how you get your switch to work. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble most of everything. Show you in great detail on how to put everything back together for your MagD for battery flashlight. It uses 4 batteries. Of course, let's see a plastic insulator. Take your metal piece here, slide it in here. Okay, that's where your batteries will hit this little contact plate, and that's pretty good though. Now, this little guy here is a strip, and also has that screw in though. Do not lose this tiny little screw. If you lose that, well, you're kind of dead in the water though. Okay, once we get that, take your switch. Kinda have to get it to go in there sometimes. It's a bit fiddly. Sometimes it will fit, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, now you got that in there. And that's what it looks like. And then I'm just going to go ahead and assemble the rest of it and show you how it kind of goes back together. Now, once we got the switch and that plate down there, now we're going to have to take your bottom cap and your spring, slide it in here because this is a tricky part as well. You put that there. It's going to have to like move it around if it will fit in there. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just have to get it to seat it properly. See that little silver guy down there? That's your own part of your switching mechanism. Take that, seat that there. Take your insulator cap, seat that right on top of that. Alright. Now, this screw here can be quite tricky to get back in there. And you're going to need your stall bit. Alright, there you go. Now, I'm just going to put everything back together and show you on how everything all works. I figured out what the problem is the little thing I have here is the tube's a little bit smaller, I guess, and apparently what was causing the problem was causing it to hang up on the threads or something on the inside of the tube. But you can see I finally got it back in there, and now it's time to take the Allen key, put it down the hole here, and just gently lock it in. You don't need to over tighten it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put everything back together, and hopefully everything will work perfectly fine once I did this little maintenance and cleaning of my flashlight. You see what I mean? Make sure you do not lose that little boot. Take all your parts. Put all your parts back together here. And also I will put the OD in as well. There you go. Got the OD replacement dropping back in. And now it's time to take the bezel, screw it on the flashlight. Get that nice and snug. And by the way, yes, this is a Maglight. Very good company, by the way. Now it's time to put the rechargeable energizers back into my flashlight. Just be very careful not to damage them. And last, the tail cap. These flashlights are a little bit tricky to work with. There you go. Now, let's test it. Works a lot better after I cleaned it. Sweet. Alright, there you go. Well, alright. We finally got the Maglight 4D flashlight back together. And it shouldn't take this long to take apart, strip one of these, clean it, and oil it, and everything else. But because of the way this is designed, it's a little bit more difficult to get the switch assembly out of the tube. Definitely when you have to take it out from this end of here where the threads are at. But I also have an older Maglight. It comes apart very easily than this one. But yes, the flashlight still works, you can see. Okay, not a problem. Okay, everything functions perfectly fine after you give it a bit of a clean and some maintenance and everything else. But this flashlight is a good flashlight to own if you want to do any upgrades or any maintenance to it. Now, I bought this a long time ago, like down at Walmart, and did all the upgrades myself. And it looks awesome with a salt flashlight. I always recommend get a mag flashlight. But alright, I do apologize for the long video of me taking this beautiful flashlight apart. If you're subscribing to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Please like, please share. Peace out, bye guys and girls. We'll please see you in the future vlog. Case if you want to know, LEDs last a lot longer than incandescent bulbs. Alright, bye for right now. Bye, guys.